Hi, Chuck Quinton from RotarySwing.com here again. How many times have you heard that you should use your legs in the golf swing, and particularly in the golf downswing? Use your legs, drive with your legs. Jack used to use his legs. He'd stomp his left heel down so hard you could feel the ground shake. You've heard all those things, yet in your golf swing that probably seems like speaking a foreign language. Most amateur golfers don't use their legs at all other than to keep them from falling on their face, because they swing and their force of movement's all coming from the top, and so their legs are just there to keep them from falling over. The reality is you must use your legs and your trunk and your core to properly sequence the downswing to have any power whatsoever. So if you found yourself tapped out on power and you're tired of coming over the top and you haven't learned how to fix it, listen up, because I'm going to talk to you about how to get your legs to work correctly in the downswing. The simple truth is it's actually a pretty natural movement, and I like to think of it, let's set the club down here for a second, like throwing a ball. It's not identical to this, but for lack of a better way of explaining this, is a really simple way to help you understand how to sequence the golf swing in general, or any hitting and throwing motion for that example. If I was to throw a ball, let's just pretend that I'm a pitcher for a second, the first thing I would do is I would load up my trail leg. In my case, I'm a righty, so I'm going to load up my right leg first. And the first thing I would do is get all my weight over here, and then I would take a step with my left. And as I would do that, I would externally rotate my left leg to point my leg towards the direction I'm going. As I would do that, I would then start to move some weight as I'm rotating my pelvis. And as I rotate my pelvis, my shoulders get turned. And then once my shoulders get turned by my big muscles, my arm would then fire. The problem is most golfers hit a golf ball like this, or none of that stuff makes sense. You wouldn't do that, but in golf, that seems to be the normal okay thing to do, is have these crazy goofy looking golf swings. The reality is you sequence these things just like you'd sequence any other hitting or throwing motion. Think about this. If you were going to take this club and you were going to throw it down the fairway because you were really aggravated about the last slice you just hit, you'd probably do the same thing. At least if you wanted to throw it anywhere. You'd load up on your right leg, you'd take a step, you'd turn your pelvis, and as you did that, that would help move. Notice that my hands and arms are moving, but I'm really just focusing on posting up on my left leg, and then I would release the club as hard as I wanted to. The simple truth is the golf swing is not completely unrelated to any other hitting or throwing motion. You must learn to sequence and use your legs first. You have to load your legs up and then unload them to move your arms and shoulders and everything properly in the downswing. So if this drill isn't helping you out, I want you to take a look at this other drill. I call it the Frisbee drill. And this is a fun one to do. You can do it on the range, you can do it at home, but it will help you really learn how to sequence the swing and learn how to use the proper muscles in the left side of the body in the golf downswing. So take a look at the link in the description or the link you see on the screen here and check out our Frisbee drill that will help you learn how to swing the club properly.